and welcome back to another week in my life. Happy Monday, everyone. I am at work. Happy Cinco de Mayo as well. I'm only here till 3 because we're gonna go to Mexican tonight and get chips and salsa and tacos and everything fun. I'm going with all my high school friends basically. So I'm going with Katie, Emily, Mallory, her little boy, and Katie's husband, and Ian's coming, and Bo is also coming. So it'll be a fun night. I just pulled up to work. I'm working the transplant PCU, like the kidney liver PCU, till 3. See, I thought I was gonna have to go pull over and go to the bathroom on the way here, but it went away. But I'm still probably gonna have to go this morning. So I might go in 5 minutes early. I don't know. I haven't decided. I probably should. Probably leave in 5 minutes. And I did pack a breakfast. I ate a Trader Joe's hash brown on the way here. But I have Ian had meal prepped a breakfast sandwich last week and froze them. So I did make that on the way here. And I don't think I'm gonna eat it because I don't think I'm hungry. I did start taking the Array tablets for metabolism, and I've taken them 2 days, but I think it's a placebo effect that I'm not hungry. But we're gonna see how they are and go from there. I've heard you don't really notice anything until 2-3 months in, so we'll see. Welcome to another week in my life. Happy Cinco de Mayo, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna head into work now. So I am almost home from work. I worked on a PCU today and it wasn't bad. Honestly, I had 3 patients. Discharge one at 2, and then I left at 3, so I just had 2 patients when I left. No complaints there. And then my friend Katie was working on the floor above me on ortho, or ENT, and ENT plastics. She needed to do a blood draw thing from home. She's just sending off labs for hormones and such. And she wanted me to do her home blood draw or whatever because it was significantly cheaper than going to LabCorp or Quest or whatever lab service. So I did that for her after work, and then now I'm almost home. It's about 4:45, and I actually got home fairly early today. I don't know, maybe people worked from home because of Cinco de Mayo today, but I am going to go to Mexican at 6. Ian and I are both gonna go, and we're gonna meet my friends there and hopefully get some good delicious food and celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Good morning, guys, and happy Tuesday. Dinner last night was fun. We had lots of good Mexican food. They gave us samples of margaritas, and we got a little too many margaritas, I would say. Got free t-shirts. But this morning, woke up a little bit of the scaries, but it is Nurses Week, so happy Nurses Week to all my fellow nurses. I got a free coffee at Scooters, and it's pretty good. One thing about me is if my ice isn't if it's melted at all in my drink, I don't like it. I want full ice cubes, and that's how it came this morning. And I'm at Lowe's currently because I am getting flower or garden stuff for our flowers in the front and garden bed in the back. And yeah, that is what I'm doing. Today's a big garden day. But happy Nurses Week once again to all my fellow nurses. If you watch this channel and you're a nurse, welcome and thanks for watching. I am a nurse myself, but love to see you guys around, but love to see everyone around too. And let's go inside because I feel like this coffee's already hitting my stomach. planted. We got some marigolds this year because they're supposed to help with like bugs in your garden, I guess. We didn't realize that last year. So I popped in like 4 marigolds, but we have big beef tomatoes. We kind of gave them their own separate area this year in hopes that they grow a little better. We have green bell peppers and cherry tomatoes, jalapenos in the back, and then this is going to be a blueberry bush. I don't know, I'm still new to gardening and still learning, but we could maybe see how they do. But we're kind of spacing it out a little bit more this year just to give it more room to grow, and I think that will help a lot. But hopefully we do good this year. And then this is just wildflowers, and then I put some, I think, herbs in there, but they probably won't grow. And then I also have a blackberry spot up here. We got a new hose with a reel, and then this is going to be blackberries hopefully, and then strawberries. Strawberries didn't do super hot last year. I think it's just because this is a little shaded area and that's all full sun out there. So we'll see how the blackberries and strawberries do. And then I planted flowers in the front. But garden is done for the year. We just have to keep it watered. I went to the grocery store / I went to Walmart, and I was going to show you guys my grocery haul. Let's see if it's better lighting right here. Maybe a little bit better. Sorry, I have to like put you up in my cabinet. But yeah, I'll show you guys my grocery haul. I just did half lemonade, half water because I got Milo's lemonade. Very good lemonade. But I don't like to drink it straight. I like to mix it half and half with water. And first thing I got is a seedless watermelon because 'tis the season. I got a chuck roast because we are gonna do Mississippi roast for dinner tomorrow because I'm gonna make it in the crock pot so it's easy and already done. And then I just happened to walk by these pork steaks and I was like, those would be perfect for a summer night or whatever not. So I got pork steaks just to have in the freezer. And then I got, these were an impulse buy, but figured these would be nice to have over the summer. I love good like ice pop thing, so got those to put in our freezer. I'm making like a pineapple chicken stir fry, so I got Thai chili sauce. I walked past these and they were very nostalgic, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab 2. They were $1 a piece. It's the Hawaiian Punch, Fruit Punch, and Polar Blast, and I haven't had these in so long. So I was like, I'll just get the little small $1 ones. Thought this would be good for pork steaks when we do end up having them. I don't know why I got dented so bad, but it's just Bush's baked beans. I'm thirsty. Right, since I'm making the pineapple chicken stir fry, I had to get a pineapple. I got a pineapple like last week or week before. Not very good. It was like rotten because I think I waited too long to cut it. Jasmine rice for the stir fry. It did say a chili pepper, but I only had poblano, so I was like, I'll just get a poblano pepper and cut that up. I'm gonna add onion. It does not have that in the recipe, but I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna try these 2 Ollipops, crisp apple and cream soda. We'll see how those are. A stick of butter for the Mississippi pot roast, and then we don't have spreadable butter, so I just got the Kerrygold. We love this kind of butter if I'm not making it homemade, so we got those. And then next I got corn on the cob because I'm gonna make some brats, I think, because we have so many brats in our freezer, so I figured this would be good with corn on the cob this week. And then bell peppers for the stir fry, cilantro for the stir fry, it's much easier to buy pre-cut, and then Bob Evans mashed potatoes because I didn't want to make mashed potatoes for the Mississippi pot roast. I needed some sort of like protein bar, so I got these RX sea salt. They're pretty good. I remember having them and I like those. We got pepperoncinis for the Mississippi pot roast. some more olive oil because we were all out. I got 2 things of Cocoa Pebbles cereal to go. It's a quick, easy breakfast to grab. I just like to have them on hand. And then I got the Mississippi pot roast seasoning packet. Some Hue chocolate because I've been craving like just a little piece of chocolate at night. And then last but not least, I wanted to try these chicken sticks. They're like meat sticks, only 50 calories, but I wanted to give those a shot. But that is everything I got at the grocery store. I decided to go ahead and make dinner before my workout class so that I could just come home, eat dinner, and like lay down. And I'm making like a pineapple stir-fried chicken thing that I told you guys about. So far I've made the pineapple with the bell pepper. I added onion and switched out the chili pepper for poblano, and then there's sweet chili sauce and garlic, and then a little ginger and fish oil. And then I'm just making the chicken. And then it says once the chicken's done to add this back into the chicken, and then you can serve it over rice with cilantro. So I got the recipe on Skinny Taste if you want to check it out. And then I'm watching my girl Danielle Carolyn. What are you looking for?
Drink I put in here.
What drink did you put in there? A Fresca. I made dinner. I didn't eat it because I'm going to eat it after Cycle. It feels so strange to be going to Cycle right now. For one, because it's a Tuesday, and 2, because it's like 6:30 at night. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's just like different. Like, it's not my routine, so I feel like a little anxious about it. I'm going a little early. I don't really know what to expect, but we'll see. It's at 7:15 and it goes till 8:15, which is kind of crazy too. This kid needs to move out from behind me so I can back out. But yeah, I'm a little anxious, and I don't get anxious that often about workout classes, but I am a little anxious. But we are gonna head that way. It is with my favorite instructor, so that's at least good. It'll calm my nerves that way. But it's also a new class, like it's sculpt, so it's half on the bike and half. I gotta make sure I get my shoes up here. Half on the bike and half on the mat, which is like, and it's an upper body day, which that's exciting because my goal is to really work my upper body this like year, because I am insecure about my arms and my upper body, so it's just something I want to work on personally. So I'm taking that, and then I'm doing a strength class, which is like 3 or 4 songs of upper body as well on Saturday. And then Bo and I are doing a Sculpt Empower heated class tomorrow after work. So I've been to one. It was fairly difficult, but we made it through, and it'll be her first class. I haven't been in a long, and it was my one and only time I've been, so I'm a little nervous about that tomorrow too. But it's always nice going with a friend to workout classes, because it like is someone to suffer through it with. But yeah, we're gonna head to Cycle. We'll see how my energy levels feel at 7 p.m. trying to do this class, and hopefully it's good and I like it, because if so, maybe I'll try to do this class like every week. If I'm off on Tuesdays, maybe I'll try to do it on Tuesdays. We'll see. Only problem is if I like do Cycle after work, it's right by where I work. Like, it's close to where I work, like maybe like 10-15 minutes from where I work. So to drive home and then have to drive back out, it's kind of a pain logistically. But I need to just get over that, because the working out will be more beneficial. But if I work, I want to do classes closer to home, and that limits me a little more. So usually if I work, I should probably do like Pure Barre or the like Empower Sculpt class that we're going to take tomorrow. Anyways, if I work too, I would like to take Doug for walks as well if it's nice this summer. Anyways, I'm going to drive to cycle. Wish me luck, and I'll see you guys probably after class. Okay, so cycle is over. Cycle sculpt, my first cycle sculpt class. Honestly, I'm going to say I liked it because I love that instructor. She makes anything great. But it was great. Cycle sculpt with Raya. If you want to take a class, take it with Raya. I also love Celeste. Great. And yeah, I'm gonna head home since it's 8 p.m. now, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys, and happy Wednesday. Everyone's getting to work right now, clearly. I'm working at urology slash GI stuff. Urology, GI. So yeah, I'm working at 8 today. Should be fun. I put a meal in the crock pot today. We're doing Mississippi roast. So I put like pepperoncinis, a Mississippi seasoning packet, and then a chuck roast, and a stick of butter. So we'll see how it turns out. I always get super nervous to put things in the crock pot, but our crock pot literally has a timer. So like I set it for 8 hours, and then it just turns to warm after 8 hours. So it's not like on burning the meat. So I need to just utilize that better. We don't love crock pot meals though. So if we even did like just one thing a week, like even if it's just soup, but I need something easy that I can throw in there in the morning, because I don't have like more than like minute or two to like just throw it all together. Anyways, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night because Doug was up at 2 in the morning, and then Ian woke up at 3 to go to work, and then Doug got up at 3 with him, and I was like, this is a pain in the butt. So, and then Doug didn't want to go to the bathroom this morning, so that's good. I'm like nervous for him because the last time he went was like around 3:30. And I won't be home till almost 4:30, probably 5 o'clock. So hopefully he does okay, and hopefully he doesn't have any issues, because this morning he had some issues. That's why he had to go to the bathroom so bad, and then like at 2 in the morning. Normally I just let him out when I get up, but this morning was other plans. But I'm gonna go ahead and head to work. And then I'll see you guys after work. And Bo and I do have a workout class scheduled for 6 tonight, so I'm gonna head home after work, get the crock pot meal out, maybe, question mark. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about the crock pot meal, and then I might just leave it, and then Ian can deal with it when he gets home, and then maybe walk Doug for like a 20-30 minute walk before I go to my workout class, since he's got to be home all day. Every time I work until 3 o'clock, I am reminded why I don't work until 3 o'clock, and I just work the full 7 to 7. Because it's taken me 50 minutes to get home at least. On a regular day, it takes me about a half hour, so like that's another 20 minutes of my day I have to spend in the car. I also like have to leave Doug at home, and I have a crock pot meal cooking, which crock pot I'm not too worried about because it's just on warm. But Doug I am worried about, because I don't want him sitting not being able to go to the bathroom for like 10 to 12 hours. Like that's not fair to a dog. And I can't like our dog sitter lady moved, so of course we can't like call her. I feel like I'm harassing people if I message them to like let my dog out every time I work. But I love my dog and I want my dog, and it's like, I don't know. It's such a, traffic is such an annoying part about getting out at 3. Like, I like where I live, but it is far, and then when there's traffic, it's like an hour to get home, which is ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just irritated with traffic. I hate it. Work was fine. I feel like a bunch of shit hit the fan at like 2 o'clock, of course, and I'm like trying to get out by 3. Everyone's blood pressure wanted to shoot through the roof. I had a Foley that came back from surgery that was literally just draining blood everywhere, all over the patient, all over the, like in the urine. I was like, okay, well, we're done with this. We got them situated, and The nurse taking over got report and everything and was fine. So now I'm gonna have like literally less than an hour to be at home, and then I have a workout class at 6 with Bo. So I feel like I was barely home, but now we gotta leave again and get gas and go to a workout. So I just left Doug again and I feel horrible. Ian should be home in the next 15-20 minutes, hopefully. He's stuck in traffic like I was. And then he'll be home with Doug for the rest of the night, and then I'll be home not too long after because the workout's about an hour, so yay. And then this is Bo's first class, so she's nervous, and I'm nervous because I haven't been here in a long time and I only went once, so gotta stop and get gas first and then we'll head over. That class was so good. Bo loved it, and I think we're gonna add it to our weekly regimen of workouts, so that's exciting. But yeah, we took the class with Callie and she was great. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I am at work. I'm working oncology today, which we love that. I'm heading into work. I'm working till 3. And then I'm gonna take Doug for a walk, I think, as long as it's not raining this afternoon. Doug and I decided to go for a walk. He is definitely tired because he hasn't been on a walk for a couple days since Ian and I have both been working or working out or doing something. But I figured, let's enjoy this weather. It's like 72 degrees. Go on a little 45-minute walk, and we're enjoying it. And then leftovers for dinner, so I don't have to cook, which we love even more. Work went well. I had 3 patients on oncology. All the nurses were super nice and helpful, and yeah. Only thing at work was one of the patients told me that they had ordered a lunch tray, and so I gave them their lunch insulin, and yeah, they did not order a lunch tray, so then they were hypoglycemic, which means their blood sugar dropped. So we had to deal with that, but it was an easy fix. But other than that, good day. Good morning, guys, and happy Friday. This is not my typical Friday. I don't work a lot of Fridays. Next Friday I'll have to work too, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna work a 8 or 12. I probably will end up working a 12, unfortunately. I am working on the urology GI floor again that I was on what day was it? Tuesday? No, Wednesday? I think I was there Wednesday. I'm on that floor again, and don't love being on this floor. I hope they're staffed. They're probably not. But on Wednesday, it was fairly staffed, so maybe they will be. Hi guys, I am heading home from work now. I had quite the day. I was working on the colorectal urology floor, and I had 4 patients, fine, dandy, whatever. 3 of the 4 were great. The other one was being discharged, and the patient themselves, they were fine. Nothing was wrong with them. But I had to go through catheter care for someone that has never had a catheter and had to take care of it at home and was being discharged. And the education, I kid you not, took 2 hours. And like it should, like that makes sense. Like 2 hours of education for someone that's never used a catheter, I'd say that's pretty light, honestly. Like, you want to make, that's a pretty massive change in lifestyle. So you want to make sure they know everything about it, how to take care of it, how to clean it, where to hang it, where to put stuff. And they asked all the right questions. They were being very like conservative about it and like making sure they knew everything before they left. Understandable. But I also have 3 patients that didn't get seen for 2 hours because they had to do that, which that's not fair to them either. So on the back end of like staffing, that's not fair. Like I felt like I was technically like neglecting them because I didn't like care for them for those 2 hours. Like if I had an emergency and I needed to leave, I could leave, but I also had to, my job is to educate people on discharge as well. So I have that duty as well. So it was just a very difficult situation to be in. And then it was a whole nother hour just like getting them out the door, getting them dressed, getting them situated and all that. So I'd spent like 3 hours discharging this person. And no one checked on me in that room, which is also kind of crazy. Like the charge to not check on me, nothing. Like if someone hasn't sat down or come over by you for 3 hours, I would be like, hey, you doing okay? Like, I don't know. Just a little frustrating of a situation. But the rest of the day, once they were gone, was not bad. I mean, there was a nurse practitioner that did not like that I held off on giving an antibiotic, which I understand. Like, you should not give antibiotics late because there's a whole other issue with that. I understand that. Like, I gladly would give a vancomycin antibiotic on time. However, I have had physicians in the past at the same facility tell me you need to wait until the trough comes back for vancomycin. Now, generally they teach you in nursing school, you get a trough before the 4th dose of vancomycin. So it's a blood draw, you check their levels to see if you need to go up or down on the dosage of the antibiotic. So, of course, there was a trough due at 8 a.m. today or 8:30 before their 9 o'clock dose, because you draw it 30 minutes prior. I have had physicians tell me to wait until that results. Not just one, several. Wait until that results to hang the bag, because sometimes they hold the dose of vancomycin to prevent like over medicating them, basically, is kind of where you're at. Now, when I got out of this 3-hour discharge, I got not the nicest of messages on my secure chat that I should hang the antibiotic regardless of if it results or not, and absolutely never wait. And if anyone works in healthcare that's on this video, you should never say never, and never say anything's an absolute. So I just said, okay, sorry, and next time I will not hang it. I've had doctors tell me in the past that I should hold it until the result. Didn't get a response. I'm sure they were angry with me. So I'm sorry that I work a lot of different areas, and that's where there needs to be a set policy, and that way I can follow it as a float nurse. But unfortunately, it's different for every doctor, and every doctor responds differently. Every nurse responds differently, and I just learned to listen to whatever they want. If it's putting the patient in an unsafe position, I obviously would not do it. Getting an antibiotic late is not going to cause a sentinel event or like a patient to pass away from. It's not going to harm them, so I'm not too concerned about it. But long rant over. It was a long day until about 3 o'clock, and then I shoved a sundae in my face and only had 3 patients the rest of the day, and the rest of them were peaches. They didn't do anything wrong, and now I'm home. So I'm gonna go in because I did not eat like a solid meal today. I literally ate ice cream, and then I ate a meat stick and piece of cheese for my lunch. And this morning for breakfast I had a solid meal, I guess. I had like a breakfast sandwich and hash brown, And then I've had chips. So my stomach needs like a meal. So I'm having brats and corn on the cob. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I am off to Cycle Bar. I am taking Cecily's class. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But we're doing an arms class. It's a strength class. Should be fun. And honestly, cycles become like such a ritual for me at this point. Like, it's easy to go. So I'm trying to get in that habit for all my other workouts. And I think we're doing good. So I'm gonna head to cycle. Bo's meeting me there. That's always nice to have. And then I might put my top down. I think it's like 70 out. My watch says it's 57, but it's like 70 out. So I think we're gonna put my top down and get some morning sun on the way to cycle. Cycle went well. I just got home. I made like avocado, egg. I cut up a bratwurst and onion and pepper in there. And then we have watermelon, because I love watermelon. It's my favorite thing to eat. Literally in the summer, I could eat it all summer long. And I just watered the plants / our garden. So Ian went to go get some stuff to grill for tomorrow night at the butcher. And these eggs are fire. It is literally one of the nicest days, so we are gonna go run to TJ Maxx and then probably Lowe's just to get a flower. I just want to like kind of browse around TJ Maxx for a little bit, so that is where we're going. And we're gonna sit in the sun, of course. Good morning and happy Sunday. Doug and I are currently on a walk. Yesterday ended up planting like a little pot in the back just to plant some citronella, marigolds, basil, and lavender to deter any bugs on our patio. That was the goal of that pot. After we went to TJ Maxx, we went to Lowe's and got that. And then I got another like a flower plant. I don't even know what the name of the flower was for our front porch. And I can show you guys that when I get back. But anyways, Doug and I are going for a short walk. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day to anyone that celebrates. If it's a tough weekend, enjoy your weekend. If you're not a mom, enjoy your weekend. It's just a weekend. So we are gonna finish our walk up and I'll show you guys those plants when I get back. Now this is the flower we planted in the front. And then this is the pot I planted yesterday in our corner of our house or whatever. So these are marigolds, basil, lavender, citronella in the middle. Yes, it probably will get a little large for that pot, but I call it my smelly pot. We've got our strawberries up here and our blackberries down here. And then I was going to show you guys an update on our actual garden that we planted on Tuesday. Looks about the same, hasn't changed much. So we've got the herbs and cut flower garden. Nothing's really gonna probably grow there because, yeah, tomatoes are actually kind of taken off a little more. I feel like they have grown. This is the green bell peppers, jalapenos, I believe. Or no, these are the cherry tomatoes and green bell peppers, and then these are the jalapenos because the jalapenos went crazy last year. And then a blueberry bush. So it's looking pretty good. But since it is Sunday, I'm gonna end the vlog off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.